My name is Selig Alpern. I've been living in Manhattan all my life. I am 89 years old. We have 4 or 5 limiteds flying down Lexington Avenue, and we have to wait 20 minutes for a local. From 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, there should be no limiteds. There should only be limiteds from 4 to 7 and 7 to 10 in the morning. When is the MTA going to stop sending limiteds all day long? They are not necessary from 10 in the morning till 4 p.m. It's a pet peeve of mine, and I wish it would be corrected.
All right, it looks like we've got our first accusation of the evening. Mr. McDonald has accused Mr. Lhota of that being his fault.
He's responsible for the bunching.
So we'll let Mr. Lhota respond. Should there be more locals and fewer limiteds?
Sure, there probably should be. And had this 89-year-old gentleman called me while I was at the MTA, I would have done something, because anybody can tell you that I returned every one of my phone calls and I returned every one of the letters where that was a concern of all of the riders of the system. And I considered riders to be customers. And in my world, a customer is always right. And I went and I put back a lot of the services that had been cut 2 years before so that I could focus on all of the growth that was necessary at the MTA. It's only there for a year, a little over a year. But I will tell you, I have experienced, since I'm no longer employed, I'm taking the bus a lot often. And I, too, get peeved at the fact that I see all of these express buses going by, and I want to get on the locals. So I've made it a point. I called Tom Prendergast literally last week and saying, what is going on? Why can't these buses stop more locally? I did not realize how bad it is here on the Upper East Side.
Mr. McDonald,
So, you know, we live, my wife and I, when we got married 25 years ago, Harriet lived in Beverly Hills, and they have earthquakes there. And as soon as I was in the first one, I said, take me to the airport. And she did, and we moved to New York. And now, every day, because we live at 84th and 2nd, every day there's an earthquake in my house, and she makes fun of me because I really am scared. I'm telling you the truth. It is like these explosions go off for 8, 9, 10 seconds. If you go 1 and 2 and 3, and you get to 8, it's still going on. So that will relieve the buses once the 2nd Avenue subway is finished, and this time we're assured that it will be finished. So I'm looking forward to that, and I hope I'm still alive and not under a whole pile of bricks.
Mr. Catsimatidis?
Well, I would put Joe Lhota in charge. It's management. If you do get complaints, as mayor, you have a 311 system. If you get complaints, people have to address them. And if their limiteds are making too few stops, then you have to adjust the system. And it's pure simple. Adjust the system where the limiteds make more stops. And you just need qualified people to solve those kind of problems.
Can I just take 10 seconds? Because
Sure.
I think it's important to also understand one important thing. The MTA is not controlled by the mayor of the city of New York. And I believe that needs to change.
Right, me too.
The bridges and tunnels that we have in the city of New York, they're going up at a rate that is ridiculous. They've went up this year. I was part of that. It's going to go up in 2 years from now and another 2 years after that. It's got to stop. And the mayor of New York and the city council of New York should be determining how our mass transit works. We need to get control of our destiny here in New York. We absolutely need to get control of all of our transportation.
I agree. I agree with Joe that the mayor of New York, it's a responsibility of the mayor of New York to be in charge of the MTA, and we should negotiate that the mayor should be in charge, and because somebody has to be responsible how these trains run, because they serve the people of the city of New York.
We should take the transit authority out of the MTA. The mayor doesn't want responsibility for the MTA, just the New York City Transit Authority. And I believe that we have to have the mayor accountable because you all want to hold somebody accountable.
Right.
They create the MTA and these kinds of agencies for obfuscation. Who's responsible? Who do you complain to? Joe's not there anymore, so you can't complain to him.